Spencer Ross with One Step Forward. I hope you're doing well. So I was preparing for the video, then I went to the fires. So video is broken up into two parts. I liked the first one I did. I wasn't gonna delete it and then make another one, because sometimes you make a good one and you should keep it. But let's talk about some of the things we did last year. We did a video and we worked on personally in our mindset, in our heart, in our action. You are amazing because you act amazing. You did great. How are you doing? Hard to determine the truth, so think about it. Things will pass. Hiccups will go away. Determine the truth. Leadership is hard. Work trip, and that was good. Stuff is hard. The 1-3-1 rule. So you have an issue. You bring 3 options and then you have a recommendation for a solution. Set up for success. You set yourself up for success by preparing. Someone had a good comment on a video I was watching. You dig for the well before you're thirsty. You plant the seed before you're hungry. I thought that was a good, simple way to put it. You prepare for a good event and you prepare for an emergency. You prepare in life for different things. You don't prepare to ask out the girl in one day. You practice talking to people. You practice dressing. You practice having some banter with your brothers or sisters. Probably not your mom and dad. Anyways, you practice. You are constantly interviewed and judged. I know there are people who say they don't judge. We all judge in some way. Not all judging is right, but not all judging is wrong. We honor people. We honor ourselves. Habits. We're building good habits. We're working on bad habits to get rid of those. Please lead. It's hard to lead, but we need to do it. I need you to do it for me. You need to do it for others. I need to do it for myself, right? Because I'm a leader first to myself, and then I'm a leader to others. We are happy for others. It's okay to be a little jealous. Like, hey, man, I hope I get that too. Take the opportunities you have, but also be happy for people. If people get their first slam dunk, be happy for them. Don't say you did that 4 years ago. Don't say you did it better the first time. Be happy for them. Celebrate with them. Okay? And then work on your own stuff, so that maybe you can do a slam dunk one day. Ask them how they did it. Get advice. But let's be happy for people. The courage to give and the courage to take. Just a reminder, please watch the video, but the courage is to give your advice and the courage to take advice. Sometimes it's hard, right, to give advice, and sometimes it's hard to take advice. Maybe the person really made you mad, and someone else is giving you advice on how to deal with the situation, and you need to calm down a little bit before you handle it. Or maybe the person who made you really mad still has a good point. Feedback. The courage to give and take feedback. Maybe if you write it down right, you can say it right. But the courage and to give and take, but also on the feedback part. Helpful. History. You remembered your history, but you did not let it hold you down. You remembered your history and let it raise you up. Response, review, and critique. And then you were honest. You led yourself. You worked on lying properly. There's a good time to lie. There was a bad time to lie. Someone said I did a bad thing, and I let it go. I did not respond. Did I lie at that moment when he said I did something wrong when I technically did not? Yes, I technically lied. He was very tired. It was not going to help the situation. I took the hit and I moved on. There was another conversation I had. Someone said I did something wrong. I stopped them. He stopped me in the middle of me saying this meeting is over because I'm not going to get in trouble for something I've said I don't know how to do, and I've asked for help on, and people will refuse to help me, and then I try, and now you're angry at me. He stopped me in the middle of it and said, "You're not in trouble. I'm frustrated." I said, "Okay, that's fair." I got in trouble for another thing. That one I chose at the end of the lecture to say, "Hey, this is what actually happened. I'm sorry I did not explain myself correctly. The first time when I was talking to the other person, he was like, I didn't think you were a dirtbag, but all right, I will go talk to that other person." Like, okay. So sometimes it's okay to lie. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes working on judging that situation, right? But we're not lying to ourselves. That is not something that is acceptable for a leader to do. She's mad because of something else. No, she's mad at you because you're a jerk. That didn't work out because of someone else. No, it didn't work out because you didn't properly prepare. That didn't work because I didn't qualify for the loan because of this. No, it didn't work because you didn't save enough and you've been spending irrationally. Well, I didn't get hired. You didn't get hired because you punched your last boss in the face and you got fired. And so the next time you went for a job, you didn't have a good response when they asked you, what did you learn from a mistake? Hey, tell me about this part where you got fired. You know what? The boss said something I didn't like. I punched him in the face. I've learned from that. I shouldn't have done it. I was wrong. Instead of, yeah, I punched him in the face. We need to have good answers. We should not lie to ourselves at any point. That is unacceptable. Sometimes it's okay to lie. Lying to ourselves is never okay. Home. Are we making home for ourselves and other people? Are we giving people hope? So I like reusing things because I'm frugal or like using things that are available at the time. We've done a lot. Again, I made a really good video on the last one. I thought it was good. If you have a critique on it, I am more than willing to listen. But I thought it was a good video, so I made a second one. Did I make a perfect video? No, because I missed something, right? And now I have to make a second video. And that's okay. It's okay to make a second video. It's okay to try again. It's okay to have a good first conversation, but then have a follow-up conversation because you missed something. I talked to a buddy today. I talked to a brother about he had to fire someone. It wasn't working out. And he said, I wish I handled it differently. It was good. I followed instructions, but I wish I handled it differently. That's okay. My video was good. I wish I handled it a little bit differently, so I'm doing it again. I'm making another video. 2025, yes. 2025 is upon us. What are we going to do? 2024 is over. We've done a lot. We've done a lot of good. We've done a lot of prep to get us a better 2025. Spencer Ross is one step forward. As you go through this week, remember 2024 is done. It's time to start working on and in 2025. Have a great week.